Hello and welcome once again to Ignite Your Impact. My name is Jen Rhodes. I am once again joined, seated next to my husband, Matt.
Good morning. Excited to be back.
Say hello. How was Mars?
Yeah, I traveled, so I missed the last couple episodes. I did not go to Mars, but I was doing some heavy business travel. So I'm excited to be back, though.
I never like to clarify where you're at because it's just like this air of mystery. Like, where's Matt? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know where I'm going at the time either.
Guess. Well, I'm excited about today's episode. I hope you had breakfast. Did you?
I did.
Okay, that's good. I just slammed some strawberries. So if you see some strawberries in my teeth.
No, I had some eggs. I'm good.
Eggs would have been nice, wouldn't they?
They would have. They were.
Let's jump in. Let's jump in because if I start talking food, it's just going to go south. Today, I like today's topic. Yeah. I like today's topic. Today, we're going to talk about how winners remove doubt. We all have doubts about things. It's okay. It's natural. You are human. It's okay to doubt. In the fitness realm, it could be something that sounds like, ooh, can I really do this? Or in business, it could be something like, can my team really accomplish this? Physical, financial, home life, relationship-wise, it's okay to think, is this actually possible? It's okay to doubt. But what it is, it's just a reflection of past struggles and your successes. And you're lining those up against this monumental elephant in front of you.
Yeah, today, the reason we're talking about this today, it's I have this huge elephant in front of me. So it's like, all right, well, let's talk about what's going on in our mind right now because we know what's going through other people's minds.
Hold on, time out. You?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. So I'm getting ready to take on a significant business venture. And no, I'm not moving away from coaching clients online, but I have this other passion that I want to pursue. And it's a big venture. But you've heard us talk many times over the episodes that you can't have too many things in your vision of play. Otherwise, you just become mediocre at everything. So what I am doing is a little self-promotion here. If you're listening to us right now and you've ever wanted to work with me and you've thought about it, call me now. DM me now. Get a hold of me now because I'm still coaching clients, but I am going to limit the amount of people I coach so I can still provide that perfect service that they need and what they need to do to get shredded. So I will be limiting that while I'm engaging in this other business as well.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
But also remember, we have different levels of coaching,
yes.
Right? I'm still taking on clients as I'm expanding my business mentoring as well. And our coaches are taking on clients. Our coaches are like, give me more. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. But we built this so that we could massively expand. Matt's just narrowing down his client load because, again, a jack of all trades is king of nothing.
Exactly.
And I'm an ace.
Yeah, so I'm still taking on clients, but it'll be very few. So I looked at this big thing in front of me. And now when I talk about this, I want you to think about what's in front of you. Maybe use this as a metaphor for whatever you're going after, because it could be this huge, scary, hairy goal that you're just trying to tackle and you're wondering how you're going to get through it. So I want you to be thinking about that. So when I looked at it, I thought the same things that are probably coming to your mind as you look at any goal you're trying to tackle. Man, do I have time for this? Is this going to be hard? Can I actually do this? I mean, I've been massively successful in some businesses, and I've massively failed in other businesses. Just like what Jen said, I'm looking at those successes and those failures, and I'm lining it up against this new goal. And I learned from those failures. That was key, but they are there, and they are in the back of your mind. So when I think about it like this, it seems impossible. You could be looking at a goal and thinking, man, it's impossible. And that's kind of what I did at first, and I looked at it. But then I went back to where have we been our most successful in life? It's really been over the last 3 or 4 years, really in our fitness and our business and our relationships. And I broke this down just like we do any goal. and I changed it. Any goal that we would work with a client on a fitness journey, my personal fitness journey, I realized how we became winners by taking the doubt out. And we're going to share with you the exact steps that I'm going through right now, excuse me, that we've been through before and that we take clients through. So when you're looking at your goal, hopefully it's a fitness goal. This is a fitness podcast. Hopefully you will listen closely to these next 3 steps that we take and I'm taking right now.
Yeah. All right. So let's break it down. What are the steps? Number 1, get fucking clear on what you want. Get crystal clear. I should say get clear on what you need. Make it a need. Oh, I just want to get healthy for my kids. My eyes start to bleed the minute I hear it. What do you need? What do you want? What do you want? I will say I've stopped hearing that. I've now started to hear, I need my closet to reflect who I am inside.
I love that.
Right? I'm like, yeah, that fires me up. Get clear on what you want. In fitness, you can't just say, I want to be in shape. What shape? A rectangle? A triangle? What shape? What shape? Get clear. Do you want to look like this? Do you want to look like that? You have to think down to the details of everything you want and turn it into a need.
Yeah, and that's in my example of this business venture, I did that exact same thing. You know, I plugged it into our 100 material things and our 100 experiences. I put it into my 90-year plan. I put it into my victory hour in the morning. It's the exact same process for any goal. We're just talking business versus fitness. It's the exact same damn thing. And when I put it into that victory hour every morning, I'm thinking about it. Now, I'm not thinking about the tasks, because when you start thinking about the tasks, you know, your steps, your macros, your weightlifting, or all these other things, you don't think about those. You think about that end result. If it's in fitness, it's being shredded, or whatever it is you have there. In business, it's that end result. I'm thinking about that end result every single day. So I'm crystal clear on why I'm doing it and why I want to do it.
I love that. And I can say with 100% certainty that let's jump it back to a fitness goal. If you are wavering with the tactics, oh, I didn't eat dinner. Ha. Oh, I can't lift. Get back to that vision. It immediately gets me out of, if my goal is clear enough, the tactics no longer are of concern. Yep. They're handled. Number 2, find someone who has already done it to the tune of what you want. They have the map and you hire them. If you can't get down one person to hire, you should be able to help get that down. Let me rephrase that because my brain is stopping and starting. You need to find somebody that has already done it. They have the map. They know how to get there faster. If you can't get number 1 down, the person you hire should be able to help you get that down.
Yeah, that's so if you kind of know what you want, you go find that person and then they're going to help you get clear on it.
On the thing that you need.
Yes.
That's number 1. Yep. But you hire someone for many reasons. Number 1, they provide clarity on the outcome. Well, why am I not shredded? Well, sweetie, you're 4 weeks into this. We're not in the shredding portion yet. They can provide clarity as to what you expect versus what they're expecting based on their map. Well, why aren't we in this destination yet? Well, because we have to go through this city and this city and this city first. Number 2, they provide the exact map that they used to get you where you want to go. 3, they've made all the mistakes. They've wasted their own time already. They've figured it out. They've gone through the pain and the pleasure. And their map is going to help keep you from making those mistakes so you don't stall out like they did. You're going to get there faster with all the pain, without all the pain. 4, When things get tough, they are a living, breathing example of how it can be done. 99.999% of the time, they started right where you are. So you can see yourself doing it. One of my favorite comments, I'll post about my journey a lot, but somebody that's never found my content, I had somebody comment on one of my reels, you have no idea what it takes. You have no idea what it means to be 100 pounds overweight. I'm like, oh, stop. Don't do that. Don't you dare discount how hard this is. And yeah, I did. I've been there. I've been through that pain. I think there's so many other reasons why, but this should be enough to realize that if you know somebody that has the map, this is the easiest way.
And I want to stick on this number 2, because this is so important. Everything that we feel like we've been like really successful, and it wasn't as hard as we thought it would be because we hired a coach. So in this business adventure, it's the same thing as fitness. There are tons of YouTube videos out there. There's a shitload of podcasts. There's books. There's everything I want to learn about how to do this is out there, and it's all free. It's all free, just like fitness. But I want just what Jen just said. Those 3 or 4 things that she just said. But most importantly, I want speed. I want fast. I want less pain. And I'm willing to pay someone to show me how to get there quicker, so it doesn't take me years to be there. So I hired someone. In fact, I'm getting ready to go through some massive training, 3 days of all day in training. And that's not the end. Yeah, and that's not the end. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. But it's just like fitness. I want to be crushing this business in a year. I don't want to be still figuring it out in a year. Because there's an ROI. There's a compound effect in business and fitness. In business, if I can get where I need to go in 6 to 12 months, then the year after that, it's compound interest just piling on top of it. In fitness, it's no different. If you can get where you want to go by pool season this summer, it just compounds on top of it. It just keeps going. You start experiencing things this year and not next year. Compound interest of it. And I'll say something that can be controversial. I don't think it's controversial at all. But if you're in shape, you're going to make more money. Flat out. Yes, because people look at you differently. You walk into a room differently. You have, more confidence. But also, because of the things that you did to get in shape, you've set up a new journey for yourself. You have new habits. You attack things differently because of that. It's all compound interest. But going back to hiring the person who has the map so you can do it with speed and take advantage of the pleasures today and not in 2 years.
Number 2 is about leverage.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And that compound interest, think about how easy our fitness goals were this year. Like, they were easy.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that because we've gone through this process a few times now. Easy. I know.
But we still have a coach.
Because why wouldn't you want that leverage? Why wouldn't you want that instant credibility when someone hires you because you've achieved what you already want in fitness? You've already established the fact that you can hit a deadline. I mean, if you're in sales and you're not in shape, man, give yourself that leverage. Number 3, this is a big one, guys. This is what helps tackle that elephant. I'm going to say it slow. You take what your coach says and you do it daily. 1 foot in front of the other. Right foot, left foot. Repeat. If you look at the entire process, it is overwhelming. And that is where those fears and doubts sink in. I only give my clients 1 week foresight. Why?
Focus on this week. It's all that matters.
Because it would overwhelm them. I have to do how many weeks? How many workouts? No way. There's no way I can do that. No. We're just focusing on right now. What can you control right now? Now back to Matt's goal. Matt is not going to be massively successful at this overnight. You are not going to get shredded overnight. Those sculpted muscles take time. But if you do one thing each day and just repeat it the next day, every single day, that gets you closer to your goal and you start to pick up confidence.
In fitness, it's the daily wins. It's your workout 3 to 4 times a week. It's those daily steps that lead to big results. It's the 10,000 steps a day. It's getting your portions under control. It's looking at it a week at a time. Because your coach is looking at that future vision. You don't have to have that big, long vision of everything you're going to do. You have to have the end point, but your coach knows all the steps in between to get you to where you want to go.
Yeah. And we take small steps daily. With our clients, we take small steps daily, consistent steps daily. And if you start there, in 30 days, you're going to look back and we're down 10 to 15 pounds. Wrap your head around that. In 30 days, with those consistent daily efforts that Matt just talked about, 10 to 15 pounds, what would that do? The cool part is we do this on a weekly basis and we look at our graphs that tracks things so you can see how the consistent effort just slowly ticks away, right? And you can see the weight coming off and you can feel your body getting stronger and you can see your consistency in your workouts and the steps and the sleep and hitting your numbers and in nutrition, and you realize, holy crap, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it this time. And then you have the confidence to go at it another days because look what you did in the first 30. By this time, you're in the rapid fat loss phase and it really starts to come off. We've got one gentleman that's getting ready to go through this. Like I texted his coach. I said, it's time to unleash. And I showed you his graph in his first 30 days and he's already down 14 pounds. Like, I can't wait to unleash hell. It's going to be so awesome. His confidence is going to go through the roof because all he did was consistent steps for 30 days and his confidence has gotten stronger and stronger.
And if we're thinking about the same guy, he's a business owner, correct?
He is.
Look what's going to happen to his business in 6 months. It's going to be crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But when you achieve that consistency, all you're doing is stacking those wins. We've talked about that evidence. Yep. So that your confidence does get stronger and stronger.
Yeah, and I think if you zero out or pull back out these 3 steps, when you go ask anyone who has been successful at anything, and they'll tell you this, but I'm saying if you sit down and say seriously, what was it? And they're going to tell you that they had a vision for what they wanted. They found the map, and then they just did steps each single day. There was nothing huge. It was the daily steps that got them through. That's going to get you through your fitness. It's going to get me through this business venture. So those daily things. Every single day, do something to move in the right direction.
I love that. I like how simple that sounds. And when you think about the entire process, it gets scary. And when you go at it alone, it gets scary. But I promise, if you can take those 3 steps we laid out earlier, and you take that daily consistent action, you can accomplish anything.
I love it. Let's wrap there.
I love that you shared that you're nervous about this big goal. I didn't know that was weighing on your heart.
That's not weighing on my heart. It's just, not now, but it's a big deal.
It's okay to have doubt because you're already applying your steps.
Yep.
And I can say with 100% certainty, he is using these 3 steps on a daily basis. I just thought you'd already convinced yourself. I love it. All right, guys, let's wrap there. If you found this of value, like it, share it with a friend, give us a 5-star review. That is the only way we can get bigger. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button or wherever you get your podcasts. And with that, we will talk to you next time.